this video you need a ruler, and I'm going to use two colors. I'm going to put space for a title. That is pretty small. Put space at the bottom for an exercise. And down the left side, just so we can organize our thoughts. Good, so we have our division. We're going to call this one finding and using y-intercept. Okay? So finding and using y-intercept. First thing we want to look at is what we call the general equation of a line. Okay? So this is something new. So we have, looks something like this. Y equals m times x plus b. Okay? Now, maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't, so don't stress. As you've already learned, the m is our slope. Okay? That is the rise of a run. Now we're going to learn today what this b is, and we call that the y-intercept. Okay? And as we know on a graph, we have a lot of x values and a lot of y values. So in the equation, right here, in the equation, x and y will change depending on where you are on the line. Okay, so if we think about a line that we have, we're looking at straight lines here. The slope is always going to be the same, and we're going to learn that the y-intercept will always be the same, but x and y will change, so we're going to leave them variables. Alright, next thing. Let's just understand y-intercept. Okay, so let's figure out what it is and how it looks in an equation. Now, do your best to draw a coordinate grid. I'm doing it quickly so you can do it quickly. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, evenly spaced out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's -4. So these are our x values. And now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. And these are our y values. Okay? So, I'm going to draw a simple line that starts here and goes through that other point. Okay? So there's our line. So, first I want to find the slope, which you have done before. So I'm just going to pick a point here and a point here. To get there, we go up 1, which is our rise, and we go right 1, which is our run. So that is 1/1, which just equals 1. So our slope is 1, which is m. Okay? So we have our m. So now we can find our y-intercept. In this case, we're just going to look at the graph. Y-intercept, or where the line intersects the y-axis, which is the up and down one. So if we look at this right here, we see it crosses here, this point right here at -1. So that is our y-intercept, -1. And as we just learned, that is our b. Okay? If you understand how to get slope from a graph and y-intercept, then we're just going to use this equation again. y equals m times x plus b. Our y and our x don't change, but we said our m was 1 and our b was -1, so we can do plus -1. But we know plus and negative is the same as -1. So that is kind of how a line connects to an equation. If I give you this equation, you know, oh, slope is 1 and y-intercept is -1. Again, x and y, they change depending on where you are. Okay. Let's look at another type of activity. So let's call this y-intercept continued. Okay? So, tell me the y-intercept and equation of the line with slope, let's just say 1/2, that passes through the point 2, 2. Okay? Now, if we want, we can kind of sketch this to get an idea. You know, 2, 2 is going to be like here, 1/2 is like here, so I don't know exactly, but I'm going to say it's going to look something like that. Just a guess. But we're not solving with a guess. So, we're actually going to solve this now. So the first thing we do, we're going to substitute values. Okay? Here, the slope we know is m, and this point we know is x and y. So we have m, x, and y. So we have y equals mx plus b. So y is 2 equals m, which is 1/2. X is 2, and we don't know b. Okay? So step 2, solve for b. So we have 2 equals 1/2 times, I'm going to put that 2 over 1 plus b. 2 equals 2 over 2 plus b. 2 equals 1 plus b. And if remember last year, we can subtract 1 from both sides. Let me do this over here. We get 1 equals b. And we know m. So now we solve for b. And now step 3 is to write equation. So for solving, it's okay to substitute x and y, but the equation has to be y equals mx plus b. So y equals slope 1/2 x plus the y-intercept of b. Okay? So my guess was completely wrong. Alright. But we have our equation. So we substitute values, solve for b, write equation. I'm going to have you do a similar exercise here, and you're going to follow the steps that we just did. I have them numbered in example. So, tell me the y-intercept and equation of the line with slope, and we'll change this one to 2 over 3. Shouldn't make too much of a difference. That passes through the point, and let's just say 6, 8. Okay? So to help you out, this is your m, this is your x, this is your y, and you're going to solve it the exact same way I just did. Okay?